Great Wall of China is the result of millions of man-years of labour, yet there's relatively little written about it in China's voluminous histories. The good news is that in certain locations we can find pages of information that detail the building of the wall there and then, the year, the length built, and the number of workers involved. In this sequence, you can see how we document this information and ready it for later study.
Today we've come to Huanghuachang. We're heading up this section of wall to find an artefact dating back to 1579, which I couldn't resist returning to. We're joined by a friend who's a master of a very ancient craft. Whilst Tommy drones the area, the rest of us scale this very steep section of mountain wall. Somewhere way above the reservoir on this remarkable stretch of original Great Wall, I know there's a tower with an ancient secret hidden within. But it's decades since I've been here. I think this is the tower. So this is a tablet. I first saw this almost 20 years ago, and I'm thrilled to come back today and find the original tablet still in its original position. This is very, very rare on the Great Wall. And sometimes the stones have poems, directives from government officials, and in this case, this is a record of the wall builders. So this is about the best thing someone like me can find, because it makes me excited about the human effort behind the wall's construction. The contents of the tablet are best read after a process of rubbing it. And here in China they have a very long tradition of making rubbings of stones. So today I have with me one of the best stone rubbers in the whole of China, Mr. Ho Rong-gui. I'm thrilled he's marched to the top of this mountain this morning to make this rubbing, and it's a wonderful process. So this is the third step in the procedure. The first is give the stone a dust off. The second was brush the stone with the glue. The third step is attaching the paper. They're placing a tablet here to do two things, I think. Firstly, to mark the completion of the quota. And the second purpose of this stone is contains the names of middle-ranking regional commanders, labelling them as responsible for the quality of this section of wall. This is the fourth application of ink. That's because if you put too much ink on in this humid weather, it won't dry. It's getting darker and darker, and the characters are becoming clearer and clearer. Now the ink's dark enough and the characters are clear, Jim can make a first reading of the tablet's contents.
In the spring, they built 150 zhang of wall, which is roughly 450 meters.
You can't find the term Changcheng, Great Wall, on this tablet, because in the Qing Dynasty, 2,200 years ago, the border defense was called the Great Wall. But of course, a young lady saw her husband march off to build the wall and never return. Lady Meng, the legend of Ming Dynasty.
She was just one of hundreds of thousands of women widowed by the building of this immense wall.
So from that time on, the term Great Wall became a death sentence and was seldom used by future dynasties. And they tended to use the term like border wall. Can we find the term border wall?
Yes. 边墙, these two characters here, border wall.
Border wall, okay.
Yeah.
These two, is it?
Yeah, 边墙.
After having discovered a few of the tablet's secrets, Mr. Ho carefully removes the rubbing from the stone. Safely in one piece, he presents it to Jimmy and Tommy. This is their first rubbing, but I hope it's not their last.
Say a sincere thanks for your hard work over the years. Thank you so much.
This is a dying art. It's a great thrill this tablet is still in place here. There are 2 follow-up videos to this sequence. And the first is a translation of this tablet, which has since been mounted on this magnificent scroll. And in the second, I will elaborate on the legend of Ming Dynasty, whose husband died building the wall.